Good morning, students. How are you? Right. So,
On.
good morning, students. How are you? Right. So, let us see how spherical mirrors are going to work in our daily life. Spherical mirrors are playing major role. You can see all vehicles, rear view mirrors, vehicles, headlamps, and dish antennas, and solar pressure cookers. All these are used by taking care of these spherical mirrors only, right? So now let us see how these two types of spherical mirrors. There are two types of spherical mirrors. One is concave mirror, another one is convex mirror, and how these two are little different with each other, and how they are going to form images when they place an object in front of them. In a plane mirror, when we stand in front of the mirror, we see our object, we are the object, and we see exactly the opposite direction our image is formed inside the mirror. Now, when we are standing in front of the mirror, the distance between the object and mirror and the distance between mirror and the image will be same, isn't it or not? Do you agree with me? Yes, we have to. When we are standing in front of the mirror, we are the object, and when we are standing here in front of the mirror, and with the same distance, you will find the image from the mirror. That is in the case of a plane mirror. When we come to spherical mirrors, these spherical mirrors are going to have a difference in their images when the object is placed. So when an object is placed at different places, different types of sizes of images are going to form. Now you will have a doubt, why should they form all these kinds of images? So let us see, there are two types of images again. So before going to discuss this, we are supposed to understand what are the two types of images. In front of the plane mirror, when we are standing, we could see our object inside the mirror. Our image is formed inside the mirror. When we are standing in front of the mirror, we are the object. Light rays comes and falls on us and reflects from us onto the mirror. When mirror is there and light rays reflects and image is formed inside the mirror. That is what we have seen. And this is the image, this is the plane mirror. When the object is here, and the light rays will go and fall onto the mirror, and this is a normal line, perpendicular line, and in the same it will reflect back. So here, when these light rays are going to fall on them, and they will get reflected like this. And similarly, the image is formed here. Actually, it is inside only. So the image is formed. So actually this is how the image is reversed to us. When the object is placed inside the mirror, the image. So object to distance, and this is the image distance, and this is the object to distance. So from object to mirror, and here from mirror to image. So this is called image distance. Image distance I d, let me say. So object to distance OD. So this is denoted with a small u, and this is denoted with small u. Now, if you want to show this exactly, so behind the mirror we don't see, that is why we see this object here, the other side. So if you want to represent it like this, it is correct, or else you can represent the other way also. There is no doubt about it. So here, whenever you see the object is reversed, whenever you see here, I place A in front of B, let me say. I write B in front of the mirror, and inside the mirror you will see the B like this. Isn't it or not? When I write C like this, you will find C like this inside the mirror. In reverse, you can see the image, right? Similarly, when you place an object in reverse, you will find the image. In the plane mirror, object distance and image distance both are same, isn't it? So here there are two types of images are formed. One is real image, another one is virtual image. Real image and virtual image. Real image is always an inverted image. Real image is always inverted image. Virtual image is always erected image. Now, real image you can catch on the screen. You can place the screen. On the screen you can catch the real image. But virtual image you cannot catch on the screen. Right? So here the real image is inverted image. Virtual image is an erected image. Okay? Now when you are standing in front of the mirror, are you getting erected image or inverted image? Erected image only, no? You are standing like this and you are like that only. Or you are looking reverse? No, you are looking as it is. So the image is formed inside the mirror. In a plane mirror is a virtual image. It's a virtual image. Can you see your image on the screen? No, you cannot see your image on the screen. You can see your image in the mirror itself. So that is why image that you see inside the mirror is a virtual image. So virtual image we cannot catch on the screen, but real image we can catch only on the screen. Right? So real image is always an inverted image. Virtual image is always erected image. Straight, erected means straight. So real image is always inverted image. Virtual image is always erected image. Erected. Erected image. And real image is always inverted image. Inverted image. Reverse. So when you place object like this, you will see inverted image in the real image. So real image is always inverted image. Virtual image is always erected image. And here you need to understand one thing, that is real image is always generally image is inverted. So here light rays converge, real image is formed. When light rays get diverged, they get virtual image. So, which one is a converging mirror? In last class I told you, converging mirror. So, concave mirror is a converging mirror, convex mirror is a diverging mirror. So, what kind of images formed in the concave mirror? We get a real image because it is a converging image. Due to the converging of light rays to one point, we get a real image. Due to the diverging of light rays going away from the pole, then it is called virtual image. It forms virtual image, let me say. Now, when we come to this concave mirror and convex mirror, so we have one point clear that all light rays are going to converge at one point, right? So that is why this mirror is called converging mirror. So concave mirror is also called converging mirror. So all converging light rays are going to give you a real image. Now, when it comes to light rays, when light rays are going to fall on the surface of the convex mirror, light rays, they get diverged. Right. So due to that, this is going to converge at one point. So at this point, the focus is going to be. So at this point, I will get my light rays. So when I cut these, you will have, see here. So image is formed behind the mirror. So convex mirror always forms behind the mirror. So object is placed in front of the mirror, but image is formed behind the mirror. What kind of image? Erected image is going to form. Now when you place the object here in front of the concave mirror, image is also formed here at focus, but it is inverted image. It is inverted image at focus. It is inverted image, but it is erected image. So image is formed on the same side of the object. So when object is placed in front of concave mirror is always having object in front of it, and the same side image is also formed. When it comes to convex mirror, when object is placed in front of convex mirror, behind the mirror, the image is formed. Why it forms image behind the mirror? Because when light rays are coming here, the main important point is all light rays are reflected back and converged at one point. So all comes back and they join at one point. When light rays join at one point, then only you will find image. Whenever you have an object, so its image is always formed when all the light rays are going to converge at one point. So they need to form the image back. Then they need the light rays. All the light rays, they come and join at one point. All the light rays from the object. When you stand in front of the mirror, if you switch off the light, can you see your image inside the mirror? You cannot see. Why? Light rays did not fall on you and they did not reflect back onto the mirror. That is why you cannot see your image when you switch off the light, when there is no light. When you switch on the light, then light rays come and falls on you, then you can see your image. Because light rays get reflected and they, after reflection, they join at one point and they form image inside the mirror. Similarly, here also, when light rays comes and join at one point, they form your image. So here in concave mirror, because it is spherical mirror, if it is plane mirror, there is no doubt whatever object you place, the same image is formed, isn't it? But reverse opposite direction, that's all. When you stand like this, the object will also stand like this with right hand, isn't it? So here, inside the mirror, in the plane mirror, you will see the object and image, both are similar but opposite in direction. So I am standing like this in front of the mirror, and inside the mirror, image will be standing like this. That's all. So opposite direction only. But here in the spherical mirrors, the object placed in front of the mirror will have different types of images. We are going to see those images also. So here there are two types of images are going to form. One is real image and another one is virtual image. In concave mirror, all light rays are converging one point, that is why they form real image. In concave mirror, all the light rays converge at one point, they form real image, and real images are always inverted image. Real image is always inverted image. Convex mirror is always diverging mirror. So light ray falls and goes back. When you extend them, this extension is merely what we are expecting and what we are assuming. We cannot really see how the light rays go behind and follow the image. No, we cannot see all those things. When you are standing in front of the mirror, light rays comes and falls on you, and light rays will get into the image also is formed inside. So light rays, can you see? No, we cannot see all those things. Isn't it? Similarly, here also, this is all imaginary things you need to understand, and you need to you need to give ideas to your mind so that you will come to understand. Right? You need to spend some time and you need to work out on them. Then you will come to know. So these are all micro level of understanding. You need to sit and you should think about it, and you will get the answers, and you will get doubts also. When you have doubt, then it means you are thinking about it. If you don't have any doubt, it means you are not thinking about it. Isn't it? So once you go through this, you will get lot of doubts. Now, when object is placed in front of the mirror, image is formed in front of the mirror itself. So object and image both are at same side. When it comes to convex mirror, object is placed at one side and the other side image is formed. So here, in concave mirror, real images are formed. In convex mirror, virtual images are formed. When you see the light rays reflects the reflecting surface is shrinked inside, just like a cave. So it is just like a cave. So it is shrinked inside. The reflecting surface is shrinked inside. Here the reflecting surface is bulged outside. So it is outside. So the reflecting surface is outside. This surface is outside. This surface is shrinked inside. It is shrinked. It is into the, like just like a spoon when you see. So into this surface is the reflecting surface. That is why this is concave mirror. When it comes to convex mirror, the convex mirror is reflecting surface is bulged outward. That is why it is reflecting surface is giving you different types of images. So there is a different types of images are formed in concave and convex mirrors, because concave mirror is converging mirror, light rays are converged at one point. That is why the concave mirror is always forming real image. When it comes to convex mirror is always bulged outwards. Due to bulged outwards, light rays comes onto the surface of the mirror and they get diverged. Due to the diverging of light rays, the the light rays, when they are extended, they form images behind the mirror, the other side of the mirror. Do you understand? Clear? Is that clear? Okay, Nama? Right. So concave mirrors are always converging mirrors, and they converge in the light rays. Images are formed on the same side, right? Then when it comes to, so here concave mirror, images are formed, different types of images are formed. Sometimes image is bigger in size, one time image is smaller in size, sometimes image is same in size. In concave mirror, images will be bigger, smaller and same. When it comes to convex mirror, images are always small in size. So always it forms diminished image. Diminished image means small image. Here, enlarged image. Concave mirrors are going to form enlarged image. So enlarged means bigger in size. So concave mirrors are going to form enlarged image, and convex mirrors are going to form diminished image, smaller in size, diminished image. So concave mirrors are going to form enlarged image, convex mirrors are going to form diminished image. So diminished image means small image, enlarged image means larger size image. So sometimes concave mirrors also form a diminished image. Sometimes it will form enlarged image also. Sometimes it forms a same size of image also. So why it forms like that, we will see at the different cases when we place the object at the different places in the concave mirror. Right, did you understand what is concave mirror and convex mirror? Both concave and convex mirrors are spherical mirrors. In a plane mirror, when you stand in front of them, you will see your image inside the mirror. Will you see as it is or not? Yes, we see the same image is formed inside the plane mirror. But it is not possible in the spherical mirrors. Spherical mirrors are two types. It is great boon to us. Boon means varam. Adaku goppa varam laantidi manaku. Ee spherical mirrors undadam valle మనం ఈ రోజు చాలా రకాలుగా వాటిని ఉపయోగించుకుంటున్నాం. మీరు షాపింగ్ మాల్స్కి వెళ్తే మీకు వాళ్ళు అండర్ గ్రౌండ్లో పార్కింగ్ ఏరియాస్ పెట్టుకుంటారు. ఈ పార్కింగ్ ఏరియాస్లో కార్నర్కి ఒక పెద్ద కాన్వెక్స్ మిర్రర్స్ ప్లేస్ చేసుకుంటారు. అంటే అటు సైడ్ నుంచి ఏమొస్తుందో ఇటు సైడ్ నుంచి వెళ్ళే వాళ్ళకి కనిపిస్తుంది, అటు సైడ్ నుంచి వచ్చే వాళ్ళకి ఇటు సైడ్ నుంచి ఏమవుతున్నాయో కనిపిస్తుంది. ఒక కార్నర్లో ఒక మిర్రర్ పెట్టింటారు. సో దట్ ఈస్ యూస్ఫుల్. అండ్ ఈవెన్ ఇన్ రేర్ వ్యూ మిర్రర్స్, మన కార్లో కావచ్చు, బైక్స్లో కావచ్చు, బస్సుల్లో కావచ్చు, లారీలో కావచ్చు, మనకు సైడ్ మిర్రర్లు ఉంటాయి. ఈ రేర్ వ్యూ మిర్రర్స్ ఎందుకు పెట్టుకుంటాం? సో దూరంగా వచ్చేటటువంటి వెహికల్స్ ఏంటి, మన వెహికల్స్ సైడ్లో మన వెనకాల ఏ వెహికల్స్ వస్తున్నాయి చూడడానికి మనకు యూజ్ అవుతుంది ఈ యొక్క రేర్ వ్యూ మిర్రర్స్. ఈ రేర్ వ్యూ మిర్రర్స్ తయారీలో ఈ యొక్క స్పెరికల్ మిర్రర్స్ యొక్క యూస్ఫుల్నెస్ చాలా ఉంది. రైట్, అవన్నీ డీటెయిల్గా ఇంకా చెప్పుకుందాం. Let us come back. So these two types of spherical mirrors. One is concave mirror, another one is convex mirror. Concave mirror is a converging mirror. Light rays converges at one point. When it comes to convex mirror, light rays will get diverged, and diverging mirror it is. And diverging mirror, so due to the diverging of light rays, image is formed behind the mirror, the other side of the object, mirror. So here the same side, image and object is formed in the concave mirror. In convex mirror, object is placed at one side and image is formed the other side of the object. So here reflecting surface is always outward, so curved outward. So here inward, so this is the reflecting surface is curved inward. So inward means, so it is shrinked inside. It is inward, that means it is going inside. The reflecting surface is always inward in the concave mirror, and convex mirror it is outward. So the reflecting surface is always outward ఉబ్బెత్తుగా ఉంటుంది. అవునా? Right? So it is shrinked inside and it is inward inside. That is why it is just like a cave. We call this as concave mirror. And this is convex mirror and it is bulged outward. That is why it is called convex mirror. Convex mirror is going to form what kind of images? Virtual image. What kind of image? Virtual image. Virtual image is always erected image. So erected image. So real image, which one is forming real image? Concave mirror is always forms real image. Concave mirror is always forms real image. But only one condition it forms a virtual image. Remaining all other times it is going to form real image only. That is why majorly they take concave mirror forms real image only. They take it for granted, right? So when it comes to convex mirror always forms an erected image that is called virtual image. Virtual image we can see image but we cannot catch the image on the screen. But we can catch the image, which image? Real image we can catch on the screen. When you go to theater, when you are watching movie, then you can see the screen is catching the image, so that image is a real image. Isn't it or not? When you are standing in front of a big wall and you can see your image is forming on the surface of the wall, and that is the virtual image. When you stand in front of a car, so one nice car is there and you are standing in front of the car and you are doing like this and some actions you are doing, and you can see those all actions on the behind the car. There is a glass, right? So on the glass your shadow will be acting similar to you, and that is the virtual image, right? So that is the one where virtually it is there, right? So real image it is not exactly, but it is only caught on the screen. If there is no screen you cannot see that real image. The virtual images are just like shadows which are forming on the different surfaces. We see them as virtually, right? Now let us see how the reflection takes place. In last class I told you about important terms. One is pole. Pole is nothing but the center point on the surface of the any given reflecting surface. On a reflecting surface, one point we take. From that point we have an axial line, where we take that axial line going through it, and then we take that point as pole. Anywhere, but one point we take it as pole. Once we take it as pole, from that point the axial line will go. After taking the axial line, on the surface of the axial line we have two more points. One is center of curvature, C, it is denoted with C, and another one is focus, that is F, capital F. From the center of curvature to the pole, the distance is called radius of curvature and it is denoted with capital R. Exactly, usually wherever you take the spherical mirror, it is always, focus is always half of the center of curvature, usually. That is why R is equals to F by 2. That is, right? Sorry. F is equals to R by 2. Because radius of curvature is, half of the radius of curvature is focus. Right? So I will show you that, wait, I will show you. Once again. When you take a mirror, what kind of mirror this is? This is concave mirror. Right. I draw, here is the pole, okay, and here is the center of curvature C, and this distance between pole and the center of curvature is called radius of curvature. The distance between center of curvature and pole is called radius of curvature R. Just half of it, exactly half of it, is focus. So that is why radius of curvature is, focus is half of the radius of curvature. So from focus, this is called focal length. Focal length is nothing but small f. Small f is equals to capital F is equals to R by 2. So let me say small f only. Focal length is always half of the length. Right. This is called focal length, small f. The length is called focal length. Focus. This point is called focus, where all the light rays will come and join. At that point is called focus. All normal lines, imaginary lines onto the mirror are joined at one point called the center of curvature C. The normal lines are imaginary lines, whereas light rays are also imaginary only. Right. Now let us see in detail about concave mirror. Is that clear to you all? Concave mirror is converging mirror. Concave mirror always form real image. Concave mirror will have always inverted image. Okay? Concave mirror always forms real image. Concave mirror always have inverted image. Except one case. Remaining time all it will have inverted image. So inverted image means it is always forms real image. Okay. Then concave mirror is surface. If you take the surface of the concave mirror surface is inverted into it, right? So it is shrinked into it. The surface itself is shrinked inside. That is why it is called it is inside. That is just like a cave. It is. That is why it is called concave mirror. And then images are always inverted image, and it is always called real image. So concave mirror and it is converging mirror, and always light rays join at the same time. So image is formed on the same side. So object and image both are same side. Okay. So here in convex mirror, light rays will diverge and they form behind the mirror. They form image behind the mirror. Okay. That is always virtual image and it is always erected image. So concave mirrors are always enlarged images. It is going to form, and convex mirror is always form diminished images. Okay. Sometimes it will also concave mirror also forms a diminished image. Okay, that we will see in different cases. But convex mirror is always forms diminished image only. It will never form enlarged image. ఇక్కడ కాన్కేవ్ మిర్రర్ లో మనకి ఎన్లార్జ్డ్ ఇమేజ్ కావచ్చు, ఒక్కొక్కసారి సేమ్ సైజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇమేజ్ కావచ్చు, ఒక్కొక్కసారి డిమినిష్డ్ ఇమేజ్ రెండు ఫామ్ అవుతాయి, మూడు ఫామ్ అవుతాయి. కానీ కాన్వెక్స్ మిర్రర్ లో మాత్రం ఎప్పుడు డిమినిష్డ్ ఇమేజ్ చిన్న ఇమేజ్ లే ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, దట్ టు ఆల్ ఆర్ వర్చువల్ ఇమేజెస్. బట్ హియర్ దీస్ ఆర్ ఆల్